Hero and Gyarados here got another 6th gen match, same team as before, just trying out this. I like this team. It's pretty hyper offensive, and it's got a lot of priority. So um, things that set up I don't really mind too much. But anyways, my opponent here's got a pretty pretty different team if you ask me. Anyways, let's get right into this battle. I'm gonna lead off with my Mammal Swine. Opponent's gonna lead off with the Infernape. I'm gonna go straight for the Earthquake because I predict I'm a Focus Sash anyway, so I can take whatever hit Infernape wants to go for, and I predict my opponent to go right into Espeon. This Espeon's gonna get KO'd, and if my opponent stayed in with Infernape for some reason, I could just like Earthquake and take it out. Because I'm assuming this is not a Focus Sash. It's probably choiced in some way. That's what I'm assuming anyways. So I'm gonna switch out into my Blastoise. My opponent's gonna go for the U-turn. My opponent seems to really like going for U-turn with this Infernape. Basically, I'm just gonna go back into Mamoswine because I predict the electric attack of some sort, but goes for Sticky Web actually, which doesn't harm my team too much. It's kind of annoying, but I set up my rocks here. I go for Ice, and then I go for Ice Shard, but this is real. That was a bad play. I should have went for Earthquake because I thought a Bug Buzz would finish me off, but I guess Galvantula's special attack is not that great. And obviously, I saw that it wasn't choice specs or anything because the switch moves had Sticky Web, the usual signs. So, bring an Aegislash, the Sticky Web, lose speed, doesn't really matter to me. Volt Switch, go right ahead, and Mana Buzz is going to come right in. So as I set up a Swords Dance, this was a bad play in these next few turns because I go for King Shield and then I stay in thinking that a -2 Foul Play would not kill me, but obviously Foul Play uses your attack stat, not your own, not your own. Okay, let me rephrase that. So basically, Foul Play uses the Pokemon that's being attacked stats and not your own. Did I get it? Okay, so I go for a Dark Pulse because I'm afraid of Aegislash coming in for some dumb reason. Probably should have just went straight for the Draco. My opponent gets to roost up in this next turn. I go for a roost here. Foul Play's not going to do that much because I'm specially oriented. I missed the Draco. Draco definitely would have done a lot to this Mana Buzz, and this is probably really important here because this Mana Buzz is going to be a pain in my neck later. So Heracross comes back out. I go for a Dark Pulse again because I thought it would switch into Aegislash. I should really just start spamming Draco Meteor if my opponent doesn't have a Fairy type. There's no Fairies in this team, so I was surprised that Heracross outspeeds me, but then again, I have not checked the Mega Evolve stats for Heracross yet because I'm not planning to use it and I don't really see it too often anyway. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve right here. Tank the Earthquake. I don't know why my opponent went for Earthquake. I guess he didn't want to miss Mega Horn. And go for a Skull. That's gonna be enough to finish it out. My opponent's gonna U-turn again with this Infernape, which I think it should have been able to knock me out with close combat, but I guess I had a Gengar. Then he, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I had a Gengar, so I could just switch that in any time I wanted to. But my Blastoise is going to be a beast. Take one more hit from this U-turn, and I'm going to go for a Scald. Hit the Aegislash. Obviously, Aegislash is pretty bulky, so in shield form, so it's not going to do too much. Shadow Snake's going to finish me off. Now I got 2 Pokemon left against his 3. I think it's a guy. For all intents and purposes, I'm going to say it's a guy. Send it in the Zoom Rail, and then I switch out into my Gengar to bait out the King Shield. Basically, that's why, because I knew King Shield was going to happen. Shadow Sneak's going to do a lot to me, and this is why I said in my last battle, my opponent should have went for Shadow Sneak on my Gengar, because if I'm not at full health, I cannot tank one. But what this means is that I can finish off the Aegislash with a Shadow Ball. I'm left with my Azumarill. I lose some speed here, which the Sticky Web is where it comes to bite me because I lose speed here. I could probably outspeed the Mana Buzz if the Sticky Web wasn't on the field. But basically, what happens here is whether or not I can KO the Mana Buzz with a Choice Banded Earthquake. Choice Banded Waterfall. But Brave Bird is going to do too much to me, and the recoil plus waterfall damage is not going to be enough to KO me, basically. my opponent goes for a roost for some reason. I don't really know why. I guess yeah, the roost was pointless there. But basically, what's gonna happen is my opponent is gonna fish me off with the Brave Bird, and that would be good game. So yeah, that was a good game. I thought yeah, this I made some bad plays, but all in all, I it was definitely a good game. One of the better ones I had so far. So, anyways, until next time, I will bring some more Gen 6 matches and hopefully with some new pokes. See you later.